breaking news on WFLA Now.
A record number of coronavirus cases here in the state of Florida. Good afternoon, everybody. WFLA Now's Daisy Ruth here with you this afternoon, giving you the latest numbers you can see here on the side of your screen. The Florida Department of Health dashboard that we have been using throughout this pandemic, but we just wanted to jump on stream with you and give you these numbers because, folks, this is a record number of cases that Florida has seen throughout the pandemic. Again, 15,300 new confirmed cases of coronavirus. I can tell you the previous higher number of cases in the past 2 weeks was 11,393. Folks, as you can see on your screen, this brings us to our total number of cases here in the state of Florida. And I will mention, as I usually do here on stream, that those are the total number of cases since the pandemic began. We recorded 45 new deaths here in this update, but we were talking in our newsroom this afternoon. This means that some of these deaths, the Florida Department of Health has even come out and said this, that some of these deaths are delayed. They could be dating back months. And I can also tell you that over 150,000 people their test results were in this report. That's not saying that amount of people was tested yesterday, but those test results come back a little more quickly than the death reports to the Florida Department of Health. Again, folks, thank you so much for joining me here on WFLA Now. Not something I wanted to be bringing you, obviously, on your Sunday morning, but very important. And another important aspect to mention that even though we have all of these positive cases, the percent positivity is still 11.25, which is down just a little bit from yesterday and the day before. That is the total number of people who test positive compared to the number of people who were tested. And guys, we were just shy of averaging 10,000 new cases over the last week. I knew I'd just throw a lot of numbers at you there. We also have as you can see, I think it might be above me or below me, in the link of the Facebook Live, if you're joining us here on Facebook Live, a full breakdown of numbers that we have for you on WFLA.com, that if reading them helps you understand a little bit better, I know definitely would help me understand. That's why I have my notes over here. You are more than welcome to go ahead and click on that article. So, folks, I'm going to do a little question and answer. I've been covering this pandemic for a few months now, so I can answer what I can. So please use the hashtag. I'm going to get better at pointing at it. Hashtag HeyDaisy if you have any questions or comments. That hashtag lets me know that you want your comments read out loud. So I'm going to bring you, we keep doing this. Actually, we haven't done it for a while, folks. Let me see if I can move this. There we go. We haven't gone through the counties. And again, I'm going to reiterate that this dashboard is constantly updating. When you are watching my screen here, you might see it actually refresh. JB and I have it's set to refresh every few minutes or so. So we can go through the counties, and this is the information that I have from, see, there it goes, from the Florida Department of Health right now. If you check back later, the numbers may be slightly different as more cases are recorded and the dashboard updates from the total amount, the 15,300 new cases we have in Florida today. And as you can see here, the darker the county, we've been saying this for months, the darker the county, the more serious the coronavirus situation is in that county. There are more positive cases. You can see Hillsborough, Pinellas, Manatee, Polk are just that dark blue like Miami-Dade and Broward over here. So folks, if you have any counties you would like me to go ahead and go through, I can help you out today. Top fan, Heather Marie, hashtag HeyDaisy, Manatee a hotspot. I don't know if I would call Manatee a hotspot. Let's go to Manatee County now. But as you can see, it is in that blue color where more cases are being recorded. Maybe it will let me. Cases by county, that's where I need to go, folks. I apologize. Let me just make sure that that is actually Manatee. Yep. So this is Manatee County at 5,000 positive residents. And again, these numbers may fluctuate. This dashboard is constantly updating. So if you were to check back a little bit later and the numbers are a little bit different, I just want to be full disclosure out there and let you know. So you can see the 5,000 cases in Manatee, and it was that dark blue, compared to also Hillsborough was the same color with 19,000 positive residents. And you can see here in Hillsborough, the age distribution of cases, this dashboard has been evolving as we've gone through the past few months, and this is something that is relatively new. You can see, as many officials and folks have been saying, that age distribution is right now in Hillsborough County 25 to 34, and this is cases throughout the pandemic. This isn't just with today's update, the 15,300 new cases, new positive cases. Just scrolling through some more comments, folks. Daisy, Dicey, Highlands County, Nina Pollard, thank you for joining us. Definitely don't want to forget about Highlands. 529, a very different situation than what we have here in Hillsborough County, where I am located here at WFLA. Polk County, folks. So we are going to focus a lot on the Tampa Bay area. We have a lot of people who join us from across the state, and we appreciate you, and also from across the country. So this is, if you go and Google the Florida Department of Health COVID-19, it will take you to a website, and you can scroll down and click See Dashboard, and you can go over to the cases by county yourself. If I miss you, just wanted to mention that. Your comments are coming in very quickly, and which I appreciate, but if I miss you, then that's where you can go. We have that linked back on WFLA.com in the article as well. I believe on Polk County, 7,219. Once again, these numbers, you may see these numbers fluctuate a little as the dashboard is updated. Want full transparency there, folks. But these Florida cases, these numbers are where we're sitting at in the state. 4,242 deaths. 45 of those deaths were recorded today, but some of those, again, could be dating back months and had just been reported. We'll go back to the counties, cases by county. If you guys have any other questions or comments, hashtag #HeyDaisy, in addition to scrolling through some of these counties, which we haven't done in a while. It's been, I suppose I was on vacation last weekend, so it's been a little bit since we've gone through the information together. Comments very fast. You did not miss Pinellas. Top fan Mindy Marshall. We're going to go Pinellas and Pasco. Susan Kenny with a very thought-provoking question. Daisy, I know of a few false positive results, so how many are counted as positive when retested are negative? Is the positive removed? I am not sure of that answer, which is something I'm actually going to put in an email to our investigator, Masa Saidi. Now that you say that, that is a very thought-provoking question. Shalea Franzier Holmes, hashtag #HeyDaisy, DeSantis doesn't care about the health of Floridians. Shalea, we did hear from Governor DeSantis in Bradenton yesterday. He was talking a lot about long-term care facilities and the COVID-only facilities, that one is open in St. Petersburg and another in Polk County. But we've seen a lot, again, folks, that is the dashboard updating. So hold, please. And we have to go back over to cases by county. I'd rather it refresh for us than it not, so please bear with me. Here's Pasco. Jessica Marie Brumeyer Myers, hashtag #HeyDaisy, how about Wesley Chapel? So you can go, I'm not going to go by zip code, but you can, if you can see the cases by county right here, cases by zip code, you can search by your zip code if you are in Wesley Chapel. But we're really going to stick with the whole counties right now, because we'd be throwing a lot of zip codes out and around there. Donna Taylor Davis, hashtag #HeyDaisy, Citrus County, please. We also don't want to forget about our friends in Citrus, some of our northern counties. Sometimes, yep, 545. If we can look at towards our northern counties here. If you're going by color, definitely not. And as you can see, between Citrus and Hillsborough with its 19,000 positive cases throughout the pandemic, definitely not as large of a situation there, but I can also tell you that Citrus County does not have, it has 1 or 2, maybe 3 testing sites compared to all the testing sites in Hillsborough and Pinellas County. Donna says, Daisy, are these deaths this week? These are 45 in this report, and overall. I did not tally up the deaths from this week. Sarasota. I don't believe I've gone down to Sarasota, folks. Katie Andrews, top fan, hashtag Hey Daisy. More businesses are shutting down due to having employees testing positive. Some are not and getting more employees and customers sick. How is this helping the economy in the long run? Katie, thank you for the comment. Mandy Armstrong, hashtag Hey Daisy, but they still want schools open. I'm glad to see DeSantis and our local leaders don't care about teachers and students. I can tell you folks that that is one of the main comments that we get here on WFLA Now, especially when we have Governor DeSantis press conferences. We hear a lot about schools, a lot about teachers. Of course, all brick and mortar schools must be open in August. I can't remember the exact date, but it's coming up soon. But that is, I can tell you something that a lot of people want answers from Governor DeSantis about. We see those comments a lot. So a lot of teachers, faculty, staff, parents especially thinking about their students. So we appreciate all of the comments from teachers for sure, and parents, thank you. Scrolling down comments some more, folks. And hashtag Hey Daisy. I'm seeing, again, some of the folks asking for specific cities. If you go over here to cases by zip code, I'm actually going to put this link in the comments right now. You'll be able to look up your zip code. Oh, Don Adamo, top fan, with a great comment here. Hashtag Hey Daisy, my son had to do his own test at CVS. Seems like a high risk to be done wrong. Is this common? At CVS, I believe, I'm not sure if they're all CVS stores, but some locations, yes, is a self-swab. I have not been briefed on the risk of that. I'd be interested to know if your son really had to, for lack of a better term, I apologize, stick that swab very far up his nose, or if it's not as deep as a health professional would do it. I would be interested to know. Seeing someone, Chris Kusek, hashtag Hey Daisy, safe enough to visit from Illinois suburbs to Charlotte County. I can't make that decision for you, my friend, but I can bring you up Charlotte County numbers, if that is helpful. Still scrolling through these comments. Alexandra Molinares, hashtag Hey Daisy. I believe you've commented before, Alexandra. Your name sounds familiar. Why Disney parks opened with all these positive cases, and also schools should do only online teaching at a more structured schedule. Disney parks have been a big point of contention this weekend. Of course, Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom opened yesterday with social distancing rules in place. Disney has also not said at what % capacity they are operating. Some imagine it's 50, maybe 25%, but the other two parks are going to be opening up. It was probably a good time to jump on camera since we're refreshing. The other parks are going to be opening up on Wednesday, and there's a lot of heat going around on social media. If you search Disney World on Twitter, or I'm sure even on your own personal Facebook timelines, that people think Disney should not be open, and you see the pictures of some of these folks standing in long lines, maybe not as socially distanced as they should be, but our sister station West did fly over Magic Kingdom yesterday, and things did look pretty spread out. There weren't a lot of people in the park, and that's a lot of park to be able to cover to stay distant, but the issues that it looked like to me, from what I saw on Twitter with accounts I follow, it's issues with getting into the park that people are looking to be in crowds. But again, Disney did just open yesterday, so that may be something that they can work on moving forward. I am, again, folks, scrolling through the comments. Let's pull Hillsborough back up again. That's the last county that I saw. As you can see, the median age for Hillsborough County is currently sitting at 35. A lot of information here from the Florida Department of Health, though it is constantly updating, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Latest information, most accurate information. And folks, hashtag Hey Daisy. Rachel Sims, hashtag Hey Daisy, is Tampa considered a hot spot for COVID? I suppose it depends on who you ask and what media reports you are reading. I believe the Washington Post is calling Florida the new epicenter for COVID-19, but I guess that depends on what you would consider a hotspot. There are, I can give you the numbers, my friends, that 15,300 new cases today of the 150,000, people whose test results came in with this report. So that is a percent positivity of 11.25, which is just down a bit from yesterday and the day before. Post Hernando, please. I will absolutely go to Hernando. I just feel like it's easier for you folks to see some numbers instead of me as I'm talking to you and interacting with some of these comments. Hi, Lyft driver Steve. I did a great story with Steve and his quote book. He is a Lyft driver who has a quote book where he asks all passengers to write something down. So if you search for that on the WFLA.com website, if you need something a little lighter in your Sunday after we're reporting all of these new cases and numbers being thrown at you, I hope you stay safe, Steve, and all of our Lyft drivers and everybody out there, really everybody who's working in grocery stores and our essential workers. Oh, Don, hashtag Hey Daisy, he said it didn't go all that deep and there's a stopper from, interesting. That is an interesting thing from CBS. I had been wondering about how that was working. Don, I really appreciate you commenting. I hope your family is okay. Still scrolling through comments, folks. Let's go to what county haven't I done in a while? Pinellas. Did I go to Pinellas? That's where we'll go. Seeing someone ask for Dallas, Texas. I'm really sorry, but I only have Florida numbers. I'm not sure where to direct you for Dallas. I'm seeing something about how do you look up zip codes. So I will go ahead. Let's go over to cases by zip code, and I'm going to use the WFLA address. I think it's 33606. So I thought you could search it. Use the drop-down menu. Yep, if you go over here to the search bar. So this is the postal code for, well, I thought you could actually see the number of cases. We do have that on WFLA.com as well, but it has not been updated over the weekend. So that is something that will be updated on Monday with that account, or with that article and that update. Angel, I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you guys all stay safe. That is a really hard situation. Glenn Dwyer says, hashtag Hey Daisy, are there any suggestions to help deal with the denial surrounding the situation? Mistrust of stats, disbelief in the virus, disbelief in the hospitals, reporting, etc. My suggestion, obviously, here as I sit as a journalist, is to believe us. We wish this wasn't happening. I wish I wasn't sitting here on a Sunday morning telling you about all of these numbers, a record number of cases reported today and how many people were tested. But I think there are some folks who are never going to, I don't want to say believe, but you know, there are some people that are set in their ways. And I think sometimes we just have to say, okay, and back away from the situation and not try and argue, because I don't think arguing is going to get us anywhere right now. So that's my suggestion, I suppose. Consume all of the local media, especially local and national media, that you can regarding the virus. Stay informed. And then if you can have a good discussion with somebody and inform them, and if they are not going to listen to you, just I wouldn't argue. Have I gone to Manatee in a while? So, it's kind of a personal thought, but scrolling down again, folks. Thank you so much for joining me today. You are quite welcome, Glenn. So I'm seeing something about the Florida Keys. What county? Is that Monroe County? I believe so. I'm sorry, I'm from Pennsylvania originally. I've been here for 3.5 years now, and my geography is still, Monroe County. Thank you. Evan confirmed her political anchor, Evan Donovan, back there. So if you asked about the Florida Keys, you're still here. I hope you're still here. All right, folks, get your final hashtag #HeyDaisy questions. And if you would like to see this data and read it, we have that article linked in the description of the Facebook Live. Sometimes it's easier to read things than have somebody talk at you. We haven't done Hardy County. I don't know if we have any folks joining us from Hardy County. St. Lucie County, we haven't gone over to St. Lucie County. Maybe we can go to St. Lucie. There we go. All right, folks. We're going to, I don't want to say quickly because I want to be sure everyone sees the numbers, go through the Tampa Bay area counties. Hillsborough, 19,047. Pinellas. I'm going to go ahead and go back and put this up. Go. I'm not sure. I think I might have missed Pasco as I was thinking in my brain, my geography. Excuse me, that way. Oh, and there's that refresh, folks. And Hernando. Whoops. Hernando. And Citrus. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and we'll go back. Actually, let's go back to the state. That makes more sense for everybody watching here. And again, folks, a record number of coronavirus cases, positive cases confirmed here in the state of Florida today at 15,300. But our percent positivity, even with that large number, there were quite a few test results, the people who were actually tested in this report, 150,000 people. Of those, 15,300 tested positive. So that percent positivity is down a little bit, just a little bit from yesterday and the day before. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I apologize if I didn't get to see your comment. They were coming so fast, which we appreciate being able to provide you this information here on WFLA Now. If you missed anything, once this live is over, you can go back and watch it again. It will also be in the story that we have linked in the Facebook Live, where we have all of the numbers broken down for you. It's easy to see, easy to read. And if we have any breaking news here regarding coronavirus or anything else here in the Tampa Bay area, we will be back live with you here on WFLA Now. But for now, guys, I'm Daisy Ruth. Thanks so much for spending part